entrance S3 position. She's grabbing a radio and she's going to head down towards you.
Thank you, much appreciated. Just for your information, the picketers have left this area for the night.
Hi there, would you like a flyer? I'm Cinds Chapman. I'm a project coordinator in ITS. But we wouldn't do this if it wasn't absolutely necessary. I mean, we haven't had a strike in 32 years. What does that say? Well, we're not greedy, we're not grasping. We've bent over backwards in those past years, and now enough's enough.
We have a walk. Sorry.
Okay, this is really dumb because, you know, you're stopping students from getting to class right now. I understand you guys are upset, but let me through. Like, I understand they're upset about their wages and their pays, but you know what? They're stopping students from getting through. They're stopping people from getting, like, it's dangerous for them. It's not fair to us because we're the ones who have to get to class, you know? We got important stuff to get through. But yeah, I gotta go, but thank you.
Have a good day. Wow.
Worse to the students. Guys, sometimes you just gotta stand up for what you believe in. This is not about money. This is about now. I have a son that goes to this school. I don't want him to have to take part-time jobs all his life to make ends meet. I want him to have a decent life, at least equal to or better than what I have now.
I think the thing that I stand behind the most with this particular issue is I like the slogan, the good jobs today, good jobs tomorrow. If it weren't for my position here with full-time, I would still be waffling contract to contract, wondering if I had a job every semester. And you know, I wouldn't have been able to buy a house. I get laughed at every time I go to the bank to get a mortgage. Every time. Doesn't matter how low paying the job is, as soon as you have a full-time gig, the banks take you seriously. I'm making less than I used to, but the banks respected me enough because I had full-time position. So if I can help contribute to anything at all, I want to see some full-time work for people, you know, to come after me.
Well, I'm Jack Wilson. I'm a faculty member in the Police and Public Safety Institute, and I'm also the first vice president of the academic faculty local. First of all, the compensation that they've been offered, I mean, it is so ridiculous. The amount, if spread over 3 years, works out to just barely over 1%. And if you look at any of the compensation packages that people are getting are closer to between 2 and 3%. And then you have the president of the college who got 5% and a sizable bonus. I mean, to me, it's just appalling to think that senior administration have the gall with the very sizable wage increases they get to tell the least paid people that they have to settle for 1% over the next 3 years.
You don't even have to ask me.
Okay, my name's LaHaise. I'm a computer technician in the new technology store. One issue is the use of, they're called I/O positions. I can't remember what the acronym is for right now, but it has to do with creating positions and letting them exist for up to 2 years before they decide if it's going to be a permanent position or not. And it's union work that they want to do and have up to 2 years without the individual any right to representation.
All right, folks. Good luck.
Thanks for your support.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm thanking him for his support. He will not cross the line and pick up the garbage.
Bass players, drummers, keyboardists. Get out of your basement.
Hi, I'm Jay Timms. I'm an assistive technologist here at Algonquin when I'm working. Right now, I brought in some coupons. My wife's an extreme couponer. I guess that makes me one too. And and we thought we'd bring in the coupons we're not going to use just to help reduce some costs for people, since we're not going to probably get a paycheck next week. There are definitely some people in tighter spots that I'm going to be in. So we've got probably a couple hundred there just to pass around and see what people can use.
Yeah, I've been finding a lot of grocery items, sundry stuff. Been great. You know, Tums, batteries, diapers, which is a huge thing for me. I mean, they're expensive on a good day.
Yeah, it's
Okay, let's fill this side in. Thank you.
Are we going all the way across? Yeah. Wait, to the half circle. Half
circle. Most people are patient and respectful. Then we have the people who don't observe the laws that thoroughly. So it's been interesting. Talk to you later. Okay, that's what. Do you know anything about the strike?
Well, I know that it's about them not getting like full-time positions and benefits and things like that. But as far as that, I'm not don't know that much.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh,
thanks.
So I got a green.
Take care.
My name is Jan Strickland, and I am president of our support staff local 416 at the college. Well, main issue is good jobs for the future, but there's a lot of smaller things that are important, but the concessions that the college wants to make, things like grievances. If they go past 90 days of not being scheduled, they want them to be considered abandoned. We don't want that because, as you know, it takes many months for these things to get scheduled, and it's out of our hands. So why should our members suffer because of everything being so tied up that it takes too long? So concessions like that the college wants us to give up, and we're not willing to do so.
I'm trying to learn, I guess, like what is behind what the business is all about, how to work with people. And you know, this is one of the examples of when a business does something wrong that doesn't make the customers happy or the employees happy, it's going to take the business down. So it's not really smart of them to be kind of thinking about just the money or just the salaries. But you know, things like this is something that encourages empowerment to the employees and to the labor force, you know? So whoever doesn't know about it, find out about it. Whoever knows about it, do something about it.
If people want to come out and just learn about the issues, then feel free to come out and ask for more information. We have flyers that we're giving out, or just come and chat with some of the people out on the picket lines. We'd just be happy to share information with you. And maybe you want to show some support and just hang out with us for a bit on the lines. It helps build morale, you know, so that's it.
I'm Krystyna Rybczynska, and I'm with the Center for Continuing and Online Learning. I am the Program Development Support Officer. So I'm just like really in awe of all the people whom I've gotten to know better while on the picket line. Some of them have to overcome greater obstacles than I could ever imagine, and they come out here, which really shows the level of their commitment and their convictions. I grew up in Poland, and I left just before the Solidarity movement became famous and materialized. While I was still there, a teenager, a young punk, there was all this happening, and so I'm quite proud that our country, my country, Poland, was able to embrace labor laws and implement workers' rights and all of that, which I know that didn't exist in the past. And I think that it's my responsibility as a Canadian now to make sure that it doesn't disappear here, that it's not, that full-time jobs are not eradicated, and that all of the kids coming out of colleges have a chance at decent paying jobs, and that they know that we did something to ensure that.